pump up to come give me some cigarettes, I say I'm going to ring in a prayer, go on down the streets and give me some gas.
That gas prices are going up everywhere. Loves and Flowwood hit $3.99 today. The average price for a gallon of gas has jumped nearly 40 cents in just a week. Drivers say they're concerned that things won't change.
It's ridiculous. Yesterday I spent 35. I'm back here today putting 50 in. The real problem is going to be the crime that's going to happen behind people not being able to afford food, people not being able to afford this gas. And so,
we look like we don't know what we're doing, and nobody's ever seen the country like this. And let me tell you, it really began not only with a horrible weak border, but it really began when they...
Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of The Take. I'm your host as always, King Diggs here. Glad you join us here on The Take on this Thursday, March 10th. March 10th, 2022. Next we need the hub of pop culture here on The Take, and we'll get to the latest. First thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect, and don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button if you won't miss a thing here on Take. We got a lot to get to. Let's get to the big story. The big story is everybody's been talking about it lately. Why is gas prices so high? I know it's a pain at the pump, but we want to get to the latest on what's going on in America with gas prices. Take a look.
My wife and I just completed about a 3,600-mile journey from here down to New Orleans and up through Nashville and across to St. Louis and back up here. So we put some miles on. Saw some different gas prices, let me tell you. When headlines read +4, per gallon, then everybody kind of sits up and takes notice.
I certainly think people should be thankful for the state we're in right now. You can be paying easily $6 or $7 a gallon for gas. $3.50, $4 hurts really bad. Let's hope we don't get to that 6 or 7.
I've never seen anything like this. I think in 08 was, our biggest scare when prices were starting to go up. Coming up this spring, we have one of the biggest jobs in the history of my business on the boards to do. And the price of fuel and the price of the materials is going to greatly impact it. The people had a budget to get the job done. Nowadays, there's really no such thing as a profit margin. It's just basically survival.
And that's not sustainable, is it?
It's not sustainable at all.
As someone that doesn't really have all the resources access to them, all you can really do is budget and keep budgeting and, just do what you gotta do to survive.
Oh my God. It's $100 and it's not even a full tank.
Yes, indeed. Gas prices are getting ridiculous. At $4 a pump and growing, and then up to my Memorial Day could end up being $7. I mean, as we live in a new norm due to inflation, only time will tell on that. But a lot of people had a lot to say on what people were saying. Let's hear what consumers are thinking about this. Gas prices going up with this.
Going up, but it's taking a toll on just about everybody.
Extremely high. Oh my God, it's catching up with the groceries. What are they doing in Ukraine to make this gas so high in Texas? Well, I passed the gas pump up to come give me some cigarettes. I say I'm going to ring in a prayer, go on down the streets and give me some gas.
That gas prices are going up everywhere. Loves and Flowwood hit $3.99 today. The average price for a gallon of gas has jumped nearly 40 cents in just a week. Drivers say they're concerned that things won't change.
It's ridiculous. Yesterday I spent 35. I'm back here today putting 50 in. The real problem is going to be the crime that's going to happen behind people not being able to afford food, people not being able to afford this gas. And so we're just going to have to bear with it or whatever. But it's a problem.
It's ridiculous how gas going up and not the pay wages. It's ridiculous.
Fuel prices are rising at a rate the U.S. hasn't seen since Hurricane Katrina.
A lot of consumers, even Trump, probably made notion that he did say that Biden was inaugurated in office. This would happen, and luckily, the devil, said it. You know how that go. But we had to wait and see. A lot of people are saying due to the Russian-Ukraine situation with the conflict causing the gas prices to go up. So time will tell on that, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. All right, in talk shows, we talking about the latest. Like a whole bunch of talk shows are being canceled reportedly. Let's start with Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon talk show reportedly being canceled just after 6 months being on the air. Nick Cannon was supposed to be the backup for Wendy Williams, so just in case Wendy Williams didn't show up. And we know her show's about to be canceled and be replaced by Sherry Shepherd. Now Nick Cannon, coming out of the news, reportedly is being canceled. But in other situations, canceled shows, we're hearing that The Real is being canceled as well. Man, they didn't give that chance, but it was like a revolving door, just like The View is. The View is the longest standing talk show to keep that stuff going. Only time to tell, The View will still stay on the air. But we know the Nick Cannon show reportedly being canceled, and the Real being canceled. And they're saying that Jennifer Hudson's getting a new talk show. I mean, why would Jennifer Hudson get a talk show? She's too big. She's too big enough to be getting a talk show. I don't know who taught her, put that in her head. Oh, you ought to be a talk show host. Come on, stop it. You know how that go. But we'll just have to wait and see how that all progresses. Speaking of that, in celebrity news, speaking of talk show host Kelly Clarkson reportedly have to pay ex-husband Brandon Baxter $1.3 million and $45,000 in monthly child support and $115,000 in spousal support until 2024. Man, Kelly Clarkson got the bad end of this deal. But like I said, she making money on NBC with a talk show and various specials on The Voice, and supposed to be doing a show with Snoop Dogg with America's top singers. So Kelly Clarkson giving up the money, but she's shelling out money and then she's giving money away. So now there you go. Kelly Clarkson wish she wouldn't met this guy. She said, man, you taking me for every penny I make. And it was supposed to be the opposite. The woman's supposed to take from the man. But now the men are taking from the women. Well, what times have changed. Speaking of that, coming out from a divorce we talked about last week, Kim Kardashian is talking about her new relationship with Pete Davidson. And for the first time in the interview, she says that the new Hulu show, The Kardashians, reveal all the details about her relationship with Pete Davidson. We already know you met on SNL. How far do you want to go, Kim? You're going making Kanye going nuts and crazy. He can't even think. He can't even think twice. So, you know how that goes. All right. We'll be back with more Take. Don't go anywhere. This is The Take on Connect TV. Stay tuned. Welcome back to The Take. I'm your host as always, Kim Kardashian. Glad you can join us here on The Take on this Thursday, March 10th. March 10th. Can you believe it? It's already springtime. Next week will be spring break. Getting off winter, but might not be getting off too soon. But first things first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Take Here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is scared. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a day here on The Take. Let's get to the nuts and bolts of the political rundown. All right. Making a comeback, a resurgence, former President Donald Trump says America looks like this.
We look like we don't know what we're doing, and nobody's ever seen the country like this. And let me tell you, it really began not only with a horrible weak border, but it really began when they so incompetently withdrew from Afghanistan. I got it down to 2,000 soldiers. We were going to withdraw, but we weren't leaving $85 billion worth of equipment. We weren't leaving dead soldiers. And I spoke to the Taliban, the leader, Abdul, and I said, don't ever kill any of our soldiers. Don't ever kill one more soldier. We're going to hit you harder than you've ever been hit before. And we went 18 months without a soldier being killed, without an American being, think of it, without an American being killed in Afghanistan.
Since being voted out of office, Trump said that America looked weak and stupid. I guess Trump feels some type of way, how some of the citizens of America voted against him when, you know how they go. But they feeling the pain now, if you ask me, with the pump. So Trump saying, you should have had me in there, but we'll see coming forward on how all this going to play out down the road. We like I said, we have a lot going on. Even President's Press Secretary Jen Psaki had this message to the Florida Surgeon General about COVID. Take a look.
Shouldn't get the COVID vaccine. Is that a good policy?
Absolutely not. Let me just note that we know the science, we know the data, and what works, and what the most effective steps are in protecting people of a range of ages from hospitalization and even death. So it's deeply disturbing that there are politicians peddling conspiracy theories out there and casting doubt on vaccinations when it is our best tool against the virus and the best tool to prevent even teenagers from being hospitalized. Go ahead.
Yeah, she said about COVID. Well, the masses. We had to do this mask thing all over again. But, you know, it is that typical, but she knows what she's talking about for right now. But we'll see how this going. You know, everything's going down, so that's a good thing, a good rate. So good for that. All right. On the reality show clip now, we're not doing Housewives this week. We're going to go to TBS land. On the Go Big show, a woman by the name of Anastasia Sin, a stunt woman, uses a torch blower and did this.
You liking that? Did you want one? Are you hungry?
The woman feel unfazed. She took the torch blower out. I'm surprised she ain't lost this taste or smell or sense. I mean, the woman put the torture blowers in her mouth. I'm surprised she ain't got a dry mouth. Her tongue, I'd be burnt by now. Why they made something for tongues. Tongues. You know how that go. Ooh. All right. And finally, the viral video. All right, the viral video week. We have, it's never too late to never go after your dreams. Trust me, I know for a fact. Well, Kim Hale, a dance instructor, was celebrating International Women's Day, decided that she wanted to live her dreams with this. Yes, as you saw Kim Hale, she is dancing to the beat and dancing to the groove. And Kim Hale doing her thing. We want to honor her on Women's International Day here on the tape. So, for me being Kendrick Dick saying so long, we'll see you next time for another edition of the tape. See you later.